Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Big Ak or Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to be going over a short clip of a Sunni sheikh, I believe, and he is talking about a story that took place between the Prophet Muhammad and his wife Aisha. Okay, this is later in the Prophet Muhammad's life, and this conversation has to do with the Prophet Muhammad's previous wife, whose name was Khadija. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today and what we're going to be clearing up a little bit of is the conflict here between the Sunni and the Shia people. Okay, because this is very political, right? I would like to show Sunni people, okay, Sunni people, the Sunni Muslims who don't really understand, hey, why do those Shia Muslims, those kafirs, why do they cuss out the Sahaba? Why do they cuss out Aisha? Why do they cuss out these members of the Sahaba? Well, I disagree with cussing anyone out. I don't believe you should even cuss out shaitan. Why cuss at somebody, right? Why use or sin to try and harm somebody else? Well, I don't know. Even if they're a bad person, there's a difference between self-defense and there's a difference between like, oh, I'm just doing it to make my ego feel good. You know, like a revenge kind of thing, you know, which is a completely different story. So this hatred that people have against each other, I disagree with Shia Muslims calling anyone in the Sahaba any type of name, cursing them, wishing hell upon them. I don't believe that you should do that, okay? I don't believe that. As well as I don't believe that you should look at your Shia brothers and sisters and make up lies and tell people that they worship the imams and that they are kafirs and they don't believe in Islam, that they're worse than Christians and they're worse than Jewish people because they have the truth but they deny it. I would like to clear something up for all Muslims, Sunni, Shia, for all Christians, Catholic, Protestant, whatever you are, Jewish, atheist. The devil is for all of mankind. He does not discriminate. He doesn't care if you're Sunni, you're Shia, you're Catholic, you're Orthodox, you're Jewish. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you're black, white, Chinese. He's coming for you. Shaitan, the devil, is coming for you. The Antichrist will trick 99% of the planet. He's going to trick 99% of Muslims, 99% of Christians, 99% of Jews. He's not going to come and just 2 billion Muslims of the Sunni sect are going to be saved and they're going to go fight with the Imam Mahdi. Right? Is that what's going to happen? No. You know how many soldiers the Mahdi is going to have? Not a lot. Are you going to be a part of that? Since you know the truth? Right? Since it's preserved? The biggest load of garbage that a 1500-year-old religion is somehow preserved. You're lying to yourself. When you go debate with Christians about why there's Orthodox, why there's Protestant, why their Bible differs, why don't you come back into your own religion for 30 seconds and ask yourself, there's still a very big disconnect for the last 1500 years between the Shia and the Sunni. And this is a very big problem because this separates us in a massive way through history. The Prophet's family was brutally mutilated and slaughtered. Maybe we should resolve this issue. No? Let me go resolve Christianity. That's what you're worried about. To all of the big YouTubers, Mohammed Hijab, Muslim Lantern, Uthman, to all of you guys who say things about Shia and giggle and laugh and you compare them to Christians, but you're too scared to talk to Shia Muslims, that all you do for 24 hours a day, 365 days a week is go tell Christians how their Bible is corrupt and how Christians are lost and how Christians are confused, but you cannot see within your own religion how dismantled it is. Shame on you. And then you go lie to them. Islam is preserved. We're perfect. We have no problems. Look at Christianity. There's all these sects and people are confused. Habibi, inte confused. You can't even figure out what's happening within your own religion. You don't even know what happened to your prophet's family who was beheaded and slaughtered and poisoned. That's who's confused, the Christian guy? Wallah. How dare you? How dare you have 2, 3, 4, 5 million subscribers and you just brush off the slaughter of your prophet's family, your prophets, peace be upon him, the Prophet Muhammad. You just brush it off like a normal random Tuesday event. Oh, I dropped my ice cream on the ground. Imam Hussein's head was chopped off. Shame on you. You have the audacity to continuously go and make video after video after video after video and going for these Christian people, going for these Jewish people, and you don't have the audacity to come to Islam and solve your issues within Islam first. Oh, the world is being set up for the Antichrist. The world is being set up for the DAJJAL. You know it. You're being paid, you activists. You are activists. You are paid to hide the truth. You know the truth. Do you think I'm stupid? For 4, 5, 6 years you've been doing this on a public stage. Have millions of followers. You have to study. You have to know the truth. Or you can't speak about it. But you guys shake when it's brought up. Mohammed Hijab, when Jordan Peterson brought up the subject to you, you shook for an hour straight. You couldn't speak words out of your mouth. Shame on you that a Christian man who's not even sure if God exists or not has more empathy and more care for what happened to the Prophet's family than you. Shame on you. You call yourself a Muslim? You have the audacity to call Shia people kafir. And an atheist has more empathy and is more prepared to resolve an issue within our religion than you are? Tfeh alayk. That's what I have to say personally. Tfeh. You're a part of the DAJJAL's deception. A part of it. I'm going to go into this clip to make you guys understand, to help you guys understand where Shia Muslims come from when we say we don't like Aisha. We don't like her. And we don't like her because of her character. We don't care how many homeless people she fed. We don't care how many times she massaged the Prophet Muhammad's feet. We don't care. Because her character, her jealousy, her envy was notorious amongst the Sahaba. She was jealous of everything. I'm going to give you an example from your own lectures, from your own sheikhs. And I'm going to show you how you guys talk about her, how you defend her and her actions. Now, am I saying you should cuss out Aisha? La. May Allah strike you if you cuss people out. To be honest, you deserve punishment if you cuss people out. But if you're too blind and you've sat your whole life and you praise this Aisha figure, this Aisha lady, and you know nothing about what happened to the Prophet's family, what happened to his grandchildren, what happened to his daughter, you don't question these things, but you just praise this Aisha figure for rubbing the Prophet's feet. The ignorance, it just screams, it screams, it screams. So let's go ahead and look at this, right? Because there's no way that Muslims have the audacity to say anything about Paul or say anything about Judah, right? Or Judas, my bad, who went against Jesus. When you have people directly in the Sahaba who went against the Prophet Muhammad, who drank, who gambled, who murdered for game. Yet you trust them, they're going to Jannah. Jannah, Jannah, Jannah. Open the gates of Jannah to everyone. Everyone's going to Jannah. Jannah, 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 Jannah. Except the kafir Shi'as. Throw them in hell.
When Rasulullah ﷺ was close to 60 years old and he had married Aisha radiallahu anha, she saw him sitting with an old woman that was over 80 years old, and he was smiling and laughing with her. And when Aisha radiallahu anha saw this, she became a little bit jealous. SubhanAllah, even from a very...
When was the last time you called someone jealous? You called someone envious? You called someone a liar? You called someone a thief? You called someone a murderer? You called someone anything of wickedness, and then said, Subhanallah, Subhanallah, she was a murderer. Subhanallah, she was jealous. Subhanallah. How do you read with your eyes the character of Aisha and say Subhanallah? Who are you lying to?
Very old woman. So she asked him, who is that old woman, in quote, old woman, expressing that she's old and that she's young. The woman...
Oh, I'm young, she's old. Why are you talking to old women? I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing. You don't need to talk to old women when you can talk to young, beautiful women like me. Guys, this isn't like your wife at home. This is the wife of Rasulullah. She made vows to him and Allah to trust this man. The prophet of mankind, she doesn't trust him. She's still jealous of him. Imagine you're married to the Prophet Muhammad and you don't trust him. You tell him, I'm better. You're trying to teach him. Your husband, you go for guidance and provision and protection. You question him. That's subhanallah, subhanallah. The guts this woman has, the amount of envy in her heart, the amount of jealousy in her heart, to say these things to the Prophet Muhammad as he's talking to another human being on his journey in life, as he is talking to one of the close friends of Khadija, one of the ladies of heaven. There's 4 ladies of heaven. Khadija and her daughter are one of them, or 2 of them. The other 2 are Mary and the Pharaoh's wife, which are way back before them. That means 2 of the 4, 50% of the ladies of heaven, are Khadija and her daughter. That's how important these women are. That's how important the Ahlul Bayt who come after them are. Listen to what Aisha says to our Prophet, guys. Listen to what she says. Subhanallah.
Woman's old and Aisha's young. And Rasulullah ﷺ would not hesitate to say to Aisha, she was one of the close friends of Khadija. So she said to him something like this: didn't Allah give you someone better than Khadija? I mean, look.
Didn't someone give you better than Khadija? That's how you're talking to the Prophet of mankind. You guys, Wallah, like, how can you talk to the Prophet of mankind like this when you're married to him, when you have made vows to him in front of Allah? How can you speak to him like this, like you're some prize, or you're like soliciting yourself like an object? Like, I'm a new Ferrari and she's an old Ferrari. You like the 2023 Ferrari better than the 2011 Ferrari. Am I not nicer? What kind of thought process of this? This is the wife of a prophet? This is how she reacts to her prophet? To a prophet? To her husband? Defend her, guys. You defend her all you want. Defend people of this character all you want. And Jannah to them. Send all the Shia into hell. They're all kafir.
was one of the close friends of Khadija. So she said to him something like this: didn't Allah give you someone better than Khadija? I mean, look at me, I'm young, vibrant. Then Rasulullah's eyes became watery. You could see the tears developing in his eyes.
Of course you could see the tears developing in his eyes. He can't believe that his wife that made vows, who trusts him, just looked at him, and he sees the envy, the jealousy in his wife's heart, and he starts to cry because he remembers how pure of a human being Khadija was. And what does he say to his current wife? What would happen if you said this to your current wife? What would happen if you Christians, if you Jewish people, if you ever atheists, if you said this to your current girlfriend and you said this about your previous girlfriend? What if you said this to her after she was already like, but I'm your new girlfriend and I'm better than her? Imagine you telling her, la, no. Imagine you saying this to her. How much it drives her envy. How much it drives her jealousy. You think she's going to walk away and be okay with this after he says this to her?
He went to a straight face saying to her, La wallah, no by Allah. Allah did not give me anyone better than her. La wallah. I'm young, vibrant. Then Rasulullah's eyes became watery. You could see the tears developing in his eyes. He went to a straight face saying to her, La wallah, no by Allah. Allah did not give me anyone better than her.
Read. Guys, read. This is the Prophet Muhammad speaking to Aisha. Look at her character, her jealousy, her envy. She made the Prophet cry. She doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him. Her ego is so high up on a pedestal that all she does is talk about herself in this moment. Subhanallah, the jealousy, subhanallah. Allah sent her jealousy from the heavens. Aisha. Come on, guys. This is a 56-second clip. This is a very short story about this woman. Go read all of them. Read them all. Go read all the stories of the Prophet's final wife, Aisha. It's filled with jealousy. It's filled with envy. It's filled with greed, this woman. Wallah, as much as you want to defend someone, it's hard to defend them when their character is rotten. How are you married to the Prophet of mankind, the final Prophet of mankind, the one who brought the Quran? How elegant and how beautiful this man must have been, Prophet Muhammad. And you show your jealousy, you show your envy, you show your hatred. You dismiss one of the four ladies of heaven because you're young and beautiful and pretty? May Allah make you the ugliest lady on earth when it comes down to this. Because you, like, when it comes down to it, if I think I'm the best this, I'm the best this, I'm the best this, eventually Allah's going to take that from me. Because only with Allah am I the best of anything. This is how she spoke to her husband. This is how she spoke to our Prophet. Sunni, Shia, this is how this woman spoke to our Prophet. She made our Prophet cry. She questioned Khadija. She questioned Fatima. She was jealous of his daughter. She was jealous. She was envious. She had greed. She had so many instances within Bukhari, within Sahih Muslim, within her own writings of this jealousy, of this envy, of this greed, and you support her. And then you go to the Christians and you try and tell them their religion is split up and it's destroyed and it's separated and it's segregated. Look at your own religion. Yes, the Quran is preserved, but the message is not preserved, Habibi. The message is far from preserved. The people who are preserving the message are Zionists. Saudiya is you trust these people? I don't think I literally have anything else to say at this point. Look at the world around you. Open your mind, open your brain. When you get down on the floor and you put your head to the ground today, 5 times a day to Allah, ask Him to guide you. Ask Him for knowledge. Ask Him for the truth. You want to go ask your sheikhs. Go ask about all of the references. About Aisha's character. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she did this. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she did this. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she did this. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she lied to the Prophet. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she was envious of the Prophet. Oh, Sheikh, Aisha, she was jealous of the Prophet. It's okay. Jannah, 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 Jannah to the Sahaba. Sahaba, Jannah, Sahaba, Jannah, Sahaba, Jannah, Sahaba, Jannah. What? Then you get on stage and you debate with Christians. That's a joke. You go, Wallah, this is a joke. This is a joke. And then you get mad at Shia Muslims for saying the Imams are sinless. But you act as if like these people of the Sahaba are just like, no matter what sin they've committed, it's resolved. They're all going to heaven. But Shia, kafir. Wake up. The Dajjal is awake. Shaitan is awake. And he's at work. Know who your Prophet is. Know who his family is. And know what the truth is. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And free Palestine.